That was big right there. Jimmy Johnson took that away. Carl Edwards was going to get to the outside of him, have a chance to make the pass. Still might get him right here.
Here he comes, digging up off the corner. Turn 2, half a lap away from the checkered flag.
And what's Jimmy Johnson do here? He goes to that high side. Carl Edwards is going to go to the bottom. There we go.
Oh,
goes right by him with a car stick. Here comes Jimmy Johnson. He's in the wall.
Can he get it off the wall?
We're back inside now.
Oh, wow.
Carl Edwards trying to hang on. Here comes Jimmy Johnson down, and Johnson will take the win.
Wow. How good is that?
Okay, they've added a lap, and I'm pretty sure it's because the King won't come off the track. Richard Petty has stayed out on the track again, and I think he was supposed, it was an honorary position, but I think he's taking this seriously now. He wants to stay out there and run with these guys.
Rick, you going to tell him to come off?
I'm not going to tell him to come off.
I didn't think so.
It's good to be the King. It's good to be the King.
Oh, you can't black flag the 43.
The King is having fun. And, yep, sure enough, they did. They gave the King the black flag.
Now here comes Carl back on the low side.
Carl slips a little.
Come on, he's sideways.
Now he gets into it. Joey's into the bar, and the car's upside down. On this side is Clint.
Yellow's out, yellow is out, yellow is out.
Wallace gets into it. The 14 of Bliss gets into it.
Really just kind of a stack-up effect. Like one of them got on the brakes and it's kind of forced. Yeah, look at Tony Stewart just missing this crash. Man, here's where it really gets exciting. Man.
We talked about that there's nowhere to go as you come off of these corners, and when something like this happens, you make a commitment, and you've got one opportunity really to miss this wreck. Tony Stewart did a great job. Some others got.
When trouble breaks out here, if you're behind it, you're probably going to be in it.
Johnny Sauter goes to the bottom of the racetrack, and that turned out to be exactly the wrong place to be. Look at Neuenberger just flipping over the back of
one of the cars as it was flying.
So there goes Jesse Little spinning. Josh Williams spins to the outside, and then here comes Jaskell in the 13, and just so much momentum gets him up on top of the 78.
Are you hearing that, KB?
Yeah, this is Channel 2 now.
Just stay right there. I don't know where we're getting that from.
Hey, Tom, how's the tires doing?
Get off the damn radio, whoever you are. Tyler, is that your cousin?
Hey, mine. Whatever that is, need to get rid of it.
Hey, Brian, shut the up.
If you could go to 2, go to 2. That's obviously fan calling out your name.
That was like Nanu.
That was strange.
All right, now that we're back in business here, what I missed the last 5 laps.
Uh-oh, look out, boys, got to fight for the lead here. Here comes Gordon on the bottom, the 24 car, they're side by side. 8 to go. Drag race, 24. He's out there. Look at the run that 39 car got. I mean, he ran up on some hard. He had to jump out of the gas 3 wide in 2. Oh, boy, here we go. This is going to be tight right here.
But they make it, and Stewart closes right up.
Oh, and a nice little bump draft down the back at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Way to go. See that in stepping the All-Star race. Newman all the way up against the wall. There's still 3 wide. He's got him. He's got him. Oh, there we go.
Keep your foot in it.
Keep your foot in it.
Still
Keep your foot in it. Ah!
Pow.
How'd they go to all missy? Wow. Wow. Wow.
A near perfect race for Denny Hamlin. Entering the playoffs, he was second in the regular season, but one of only 3 drivers that were winless, and now he's slow on the track. The 5 right up behind him. Smoke coming out from Larson. Larson up against the wall. It's a drag race to the checkered flag. Denny Hamlin's going to win it. Johnny Sauter just in front of that 33 of Ron Hornaday, and now some more slower lap traffic will come into play.
What a corner by Hornaday. You saw Sauter go high. Hornaday pulls right to the rear bumper, moves to the inside.
Here comes Hornaday trying to make the pass as they go into turn 3. He's going to have to slow down now. Both of them sideways. Sauter keeps it going straight. Hornaday's going to save it. They stay 1 and 2.
I can't believe NASCAR didn't throw the caution because I thought they'd wreck, but NASCAR was smart, kept the caution flag in the flag stand, and we're still racing green. Those guys are at it. Unbelievable.
Got to get back up to speed.
Oh, they're getting up to speed.
But they are nose to tail still, and now headed down the backstretch. 1 and 2. Sauter in front of Hornaday.
Look at this 4 wide. Oh, this is going to be
big.
Yeah, that was a
Stephen Wallace into the wall. The one car, Gilliland.
Yeah, that was David
risky
Gilliland
move,
made a
man through here. You see, he gets a big run on these 3 cars.
And I think Stephen was doing a great job being a little patient there. He could have pushed the issue even before. But right here, the track narrows up. Gilliland goes through the grass, and that shoots him over into Stephen Wallace. Just a huge mistake right there.
Boy, John West Townley did a nice job of not making it a 4-car deal.
Well, he's been doing this for a while. He understands it too. There he goes.
Coming around. No, hang on to it, bro. He's got it. He's got it. Now come down pit road. Come on, bring it. Bring it.
Come get some 4 tires.
He definitely needs these 4 tires now.
Like I said, he's good at what he does.
Come get some. Haley, not a great restart here as Ryan C gets off to a good start. And now they're 4 wide going into 1.
That's it.
Oh, and around goes a 7. Hard into the outside wall.
Buddy, hang on. Hang on.
On the apron, the 21 of Anthony Alfredo was into the wall hard. He's upside down, sliding through 1 and 2. Down when he did hit the wall. Take another look. Here's the 18 of Riley Herbst. He gets into him.
Both of those young drivers are having good nights tonight.
And when you see a car gets upside down, Jeff, it takes me back to the technology we don't talk about so much. From a 5-point to a 6-point to a 7-point seatbelt harness, all of those points that are added are down around your hips and legs for this reason, to keep a driver pulled straight down in the seat so they don't go up when a car gets upside down.
That's a big impact. I mean, obviously it's dramatic when he rolls over, but as you said, Steve, the impact is what rolled him over.
Ooh, trouble, turn 1. Danica Patrick, Landon Castle tangled up. Castle going for a slide.
Yeah, we did not hit anything.
Or maybe there's more to it. This is off turn 4.
That gets clear there. And she gets in on the bumper, but just doesn't get off of him. Right there where you're talking, and you just turn it left and lock it down.
And she had a chance to not go up hit that wall if she just stayed on the brakes and kept it down there. In fact, she's trying to save it and just kept driving it until it hooked to the right.
Yeah, at that point right there is whenever you should just, as a driver, realize that this is a spin, lock it down, and you can come get 4 tires. And that's the kind of things that you'll have to learn with these cars.
Well, rule number 1 of stock car racing is learn how to wreck someone without wrecking yourself.
If you're going to have paybacks or send a message, then you need to not wreck yourself.
Up through there right now early and catch Brian Vickers in the 83 and Martin Truex Jr.
And there's Vickers. And there's Reagan. What's going on here? Now, Martin Truex is the free pass position car, the 56, the Napa car. Vickers trying to get there, gets into Reagan instead. Oh, boy.
Right here is where he rips the side out of that thing.
All that blue foam, if you remember, Jeff Hammond in the pre-race talked about that energy absorbent foam in the left and right side. That's what you saw flying out of there.
A 4-car jam session that we've been watching for a lap or 2 has ended up with Kurt Busch in the wall in the number 2. He was racing with Tony Stewart, Greg Biffle, and younger brother Kyle.
That was predictable. I mean, these guys were not cutting each other any slack, and they'd been doing it for a number of laps, and it was going to happen sooner or later.
This was coming off turn 4.
Now, Tony had already passed Kurt a couple of times, and he passed him back, and this time he just didn't. Kurt tried to come up in front of Tony, and he said, we're not having any part of that.
Yeah, there was not a lot of give and take right there.
Tony Stewart comes to pit road, and then Kurt Busch comes in as they're looking at the damage to Stewart's car. Kurt comes up to offer his opinion.
And guess what? They got the 2-car parked
for the day.
Meet me at the Oval office, please.
A disastrous pit stop for Kyle Busch. They lost the left rear wheel.
You see all this on the left rear over here. You see that the Jackman let the car down before the guy had a chance to tighten the left rear tire up.
Yeah, a lot of times those Jackman, they go off the left front. Watch, he has his eyes on the left front. Little bit of an issue getting the left rear on. No lug nuts on that left rear. Dropped the jack. Never even looked back.
Looked like a possible hand injury to the left rear tire carrier.
A lot of damage to the car riding around this racetrack without a left rear tire.
A little bit of bad luck. That's part of how racing goes sometimes. Sometimes you catch the good brakes, sometimes you catch the bad brakes. And, from there, it looks like he probably just got a little arrow loose. And something else just happened here, so just part of it.
Thanks, Brad. Yep, the yellow was out. 41 was suffering, but they were trying to stay out there, guys, until a caution. He was the caution.
Left rear, the way the left quarter pound was blown off the car, it's almost like something happened.
Yeah, left rear tire definitely went.
Just shredded that tire and, of course, turned the car right around.